red to the right is whether it's a natural shot to nothing, and that's something that the player's in the best position to judge. Preferred the safety because it was a natural angle cannoning into the black and not round behind the back of it.
He's had a look. Can he get past the blue to this red in the middle of the table to the right corner? If he can, he'll take it on. He's a tremendous potter. Well, he's got everything that you need to be successful in snooker. Can he see enough of this? I would suggest so. He's taking it on. Not only took it on, beautiful control of the cue ball there. That was a super shot.
Screw and right hand side, check the cue ball perfectly off the two cushions.
Nine. $16. $17.
He knew it was a big ass there. I mean, he did cue it beautifully. Watch the cue ball. The top spin taking it through. He just needed an ounce more weight. This black is tricky if he takes it on. Using the spider, this is a real difficult shot. And I'm just looking at the potting angle. I don't think it's just one you can just drop in. I think you have to do a little bit with the cue ball. Obviously, you just concentrate on the pot, makes it a bit easier. But it's right in the heart of the pocket. And he didn't have to do much else and concentrate on the pot, and I'm not taking anything away from the pot. That was a terrific shot. But it did help that he could just play it plain ball.
24.
Found a gap. Nice little nudge on that red. Leave himself nicely on this one into the left corner. And what we've seen the last few frames, a
25.
terrific chance now for DingJunhui to go one frame away from a victory here in this match. Not a lot Anthony Hamilton could have done about this. Okay, maybe he
52.
didn't hit the safety shot as perfect as he would have liked, but it was still a terrific opening red from DingJunhui.
This is not the intended position he meant to leave from his black.
33.
But again, he made light of the difficulty. A little screw and left-hand side there. Precision cannon.
He has played it well, and
40.
when people talk about him, and as you said early on this morning, Clive, in
41.
commentary, he's aiming this year to be the youngest ever professional snooker champion, and he's improving. Every season I see him, he's improving. His choice of shots, I mean, okay, he probably believes, as most young players do, that he can pot anything on the table. But there has to be a sort of dividing line about what's too risky and
48.
everything else. 96%, that's a very good percentage. Anthony Hamilton's not bad at 91%. But
49.
this lad is improving all the time, and he's going to get better and better. And I think the challenge for everybody in the game is to, well, keep their game at the highest standards. Otherwise, I could see this young man, maybe possibility of him dominating for the next few years. I know we've got the great talents of Ronnie O'Sullivan, which, well, after York, I mean, I'm not too certain what's going to happen here this tournament. It'd be very interesting to see. But if they take the foot off the pedal, I think this man's ready to take over. I really do. He's that good.
And I think the Chinese Revolution, of which he's the standard bearer, is supported
57.
by large numbers of other Chinese players who are developing into top quality performers. 3 are already on the world ranking circuit.
64. 65.
Made a century break in the last frame, and every reason to suspect he'll make one in this. In fact, it's the only thing I could fault him on in the first half of this match. His positional play, he just didn't seem to be able to
72.
get the pace of the table. Not the case now, though. He's got that cue ball on a piece of string.
73.
And it's all blacks so far. So this is a 147 attempt now. Ding has never made one in competition.
80.
If he could make one here, it would be worth £25,000 plus £10,000 for the highest break.
Yes,
2-1.
it's not a bad chance. It's just those two reds in the middle of the table that are together. They don't look available into any of the corner pockets or middle pockets, so that's a possible stumbling block. You'll be well aware, of course, that it is a maximum, so there's no way he's playing for anything but black off this red.
89.
Once again, not got the ideal angle to play that cannon, but he may be forced to play it. He's just having a look at the availability of these reds into the far corner pockets. He's not perfect on this black. He may be just worth taking a chance on one of these reds into the corner pockets. Leaving the cue ball about there, he's thinking. Anything else, and it could go wrong. it was a bad choice. But I think the problem is, of the two reds, it's only the left-hand red will pot.
$96.
This could be the key to a maximum.
His favourite now.
97.
In the 33-year history of the Masters, there's only been one maximum, and that was by Kirk Stevens against Jimmy White down the road at the Conference Centre in 1984.
Underhit it, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It should have been better, in all honesty, but he can still drop this red in and get position on the black, but he would have liked to have been straighter. Played that with a lot of right-hand side and controlled it pretty well. He's still not perfect on the black.
$112.
Needs an angle on this black. He's a little bit straighter than he would have liked, but I think he's just got enough angle. Deep screw off the side cushion. Trace aside, taking him perfect on the yellow, and this is perfect because the yellow just wasn't on his spot, made it slightly awkward, couldn't have played it better.
122.
Well, it looks a formality, Clive, but I can assure you it's anything but.
125.
Yes, it's a test of nerve now, more than technique, but Ding's nerve is proved equal to most challenges.
129.
Career so far.
He doesn't want to be the wrong side. No, it looks like he's straight enough just to screw back for the black.
140.
I saw a puff of the cheeks then.
Wonderful! A 147 maximum for DingJunhui. Only the second in the history of the Masters. It earns him £35,000 and gives him a 5-2 lead.